Chip that wall. Two, four, three, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5. All right. That's all right. I'm just practicing the A major scale. Can you guys hear me? A little sound check. Just leave me a thumbs up if you could actually hear me. Oh, hey. Hi. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Just give me like a thumbs up or let me know if you could hear me. I'd never know if I had my microphone set up the right way. So if you want to just let me know if you could hear me, at least the voice. I'm assuming you could hear the guitar. I hope. You never know. So where are people from, if you don't mind? I'll explain what this channel is all about and what I'm trying to do. If you, first of all, if you could tell me if you could hear me, that would be good. So I'm not talking to myself. And then I'll tell you what the channel's about. I'll play Do Re Mi. Oops, Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do. Ah. All right, you can hear me. Indiana. All right. Nutshell by Alice in Chains. Yeah, so a little bit of background. So I'm a beginner, relative beginner. So I just document my practice routine, and I basically document my practice routine. So not many songs go on here, although I could play parts of certain songs. If you don't mind subscribing too, if you're new to the channel, I'm right at 500 subscribers, and I'm getting like all stressed that I'm going to actually dip below 500. I'm like right at 500, so I want to build up the subscriber base too. So if you don't subscribe and you'd like to hit the subscribe button, that would really help. So would decrease my stress level of falling below 500. So I'm playing the A major scale, which is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Just get my finger routine down. Although you can't really see my fingers. I should actually move the camera. It's just working on finger. I'm kind of happy. I'm actually hitting the right strings. Before I was hitting just like the wrong strings. So I'm getting better in that sense. Move the camera a little bit. It's my crazy background. There we go. All right, I don't know who the two people are left, but if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, because I'm right on the cusp of 500 subscribers. And I'm a, beginning guitarist, as you could see. And I just sort of document my guitar playing journey. And as people ask me questions, I try to answer the questions online and try to make the time go by. So feel free to ask whatever question or tell me where you're from as you're hitting the subscribe button. Oh, man, start that over. So that's the A major. So somebody from Indiana. Have I been to Indiana? I don't know if I've ever been to Indiana. I know a guy who lives in Indiana, but I don't think I've ever been to. Maybe. I'm sure I've flown over Indiana at some point, but I've never been to Indiana. I'm from Connecticut. Anybody from Connecticut on the line? All right, 501 subscribers. Somebody help me at least get off of that 500 marker, which very stressful. Didn't think it'd be so stressful to be right at 500. So do. Did that wrong. Is that right? Okay. I'm also supposed to be doing alternate picking, which is like down, up, down, up. As I'm doing it, I'm actually not even sure if I'm doing that. I can't even tell what I'm doing here. Oops, wrong string. I'll try to do alternate picking and just try to concentrate. I think I did it there. Not quite sure. One person. Who's ever the one person you if you want to hit the subscribe button, that'll help. Still at 501 subscribers. Normally I get more more people on the live streams, but one is good. All I need is one. So who's ever is on, is this interesting to see me play the A major scale? I can't play it like all like one sort of go. Did it wrong. Oh. Try to play it faster, see if I don't screw it up. All right, I'll try to play it fast, and don't laugh if I screw this thing totally up. Ah, man. Screwed it up again. I can't, when I go backwards, I always forget the second fret. Jeez. Maybe if I slow down. I gotta just slow down. Can you play Money for Nothing? Oh man, I wish I could play Money for Nothing. It's a great song. It's a little above my skill level. My rock star glasses, so I could see. Hey, Giver, what's up? Blaze Farms. No, I can't play Money for Nothing. I'm sorry. Hey. Oops. Let's see. All right. Can you play Money for Nothing? Read that one. What's up? Hey. So this is a channel of my documenting my beginning. Hold on. I'm on 2. Oh yeah. Two people. Any? Hey, if let me know where you're from. Like, be interesting to know if I'm having people from outside the U.S. or inside the U.S. I'm from Connecticut. Let me know where you're from if you don't mind. Oh. Ooh. I can play other things besides the A major scale, so just practicing that. I'm a beginner, so if you haven't noticed, hopefully this is entertaining. See me struggle. I can't play it fast. Come on. Oh man, that's terrible. If I'm right at the cusp of 500 subscribers, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, that would be good too, because you get this quality entertainment by subscribing, and it's free. Here we go. It's like so jerky. Mm. A major. Let's check something. All right. Any? Oh, message. Let's see. See how I can read this. Yeah, practice makes perfect. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Practice does make perfect. Yeah, I certainly need a lot of practice. So, all right, for those that just joined, I'm a beginning guitarist. If you haven't noticed, so I'm practicing the A major scale. Just working on picking the right strings, which I struggle with, and then trying to play a little bit faster. So here goes. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, I'm right on the cusp of 500 subscribers. Would love to get up to like 520. Before I was having trouble just finding the strings. I'm actually getting better at that. So that's actually an improvement for me. I would always be hitting the wrong strings. Always going too high on that one. It's terrible. I think next I would go to the A minor scale. I think so. Just keep trying a few more A majors until I think I got that down. Hold on, I got a message here. I think you sort of trip over your own feet sometimes. That makes sense. Yeah, I think my issue is I try to be too perfect. I think, or I try to be how do I say it? Try to be better than I really am, or I not that I think I'm better than I really am. Just I try to act like I'm better than I really am, and I really am, and I can't execute yet. So hopefully all that made sense. But yeah, I think my issue is I try to be too perfect. I think, or I try to be better than I really am, or I not that I think I'm better than I really am. Just I try to be to act like I'm better than I really am, and I can't execute yet. So hopefully all that made sense. But Yeah, yeah, I think I'm trying to be too perfect, to be honest. I should play like Ace Frehley and just like crank the strings. Love Ace Frehley. See? At least I'm hitting the right strings. Before I would be like all over the place. So I think that's an improvement. If you don't mind subscribing too, that would help. I'm at right on the cusp of 500 subscribers. So love to pick up some more. Not that it's all about the subscribers, but you can watch me playing my A major scale. My fingers are also, I wouldn't say my fingers aren't long enough, but they're not tall enough. You probably can't see me actually playing. Let's see if I can move this. See if you can give me some advice on my like my finger height, although not not a microphone's in the way. But see if you could take a look at my fingers. If like you see people online, they have these like really sort of bent fingers, and I think I'm just being a little too flat. I'll try to demonstrate if the microphone. How do I move this? All right, we'll give that a shot. See, take a look at my fingers for a second. See, I don't know if they're like too flat as opposed to being up. Though you can't see with the microphone in the way. Sorry. It's a little bit better. Ah. Try one more time. Nice tall fingers. All right, that was a little bit better. 3 people. Hold on, let me. Sorry, yeah. Don't look like much of a rock star with my glasses on, huh? Yeah, you're definitely. Oh wow! Oh, thank you, Demono. Demono Chaos. Oh, thanks. Hey, Demono Chaos. I think you joined one of the other live stream. I think I remember your name, but I think you were on the other ones. Yeah, I actually think I am improving. It just my issue is I think I'm getting better with sort of the various like different skills. Like I consider this to be like a skill, learning the A major scale. It's just putting all the skills together and actually playing. Which for the next lesson, I'll try to demonstrate for folks here. I'm supposed to improvise within the A major scale, and I kind of struggle when I do that because like I get all sort of caught up, and I can't really think about what I want to play and kind of what the right sort of pieces of the scale are. And then I'm supposed to like change my like tempo and then hit a couple strings a couple times and other ones and skip around. So I'll try to demonstrate a little bit. So it's gonna be like kind of embarrassing. So what did the guy say? Like hit like a couple strings a few times. Oh, see, that's the wrong note. Let's try it over again. I'm supposed to just like hit random things, but it's supposed to sound good. That's the problem. Let me try 1, 2, 3. Wrong note. Yeah, that was a little bit better. It's kind of all over the place on that one too. All right, 5 people. Uh, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, keep me at the 500 subscribers. I'm kind of like right on the cusp, and you can get some of this quality content of me struggling to learn how to play the guitar. So, all right, let me do a little bit more improvising. This is the A major. Let me just try playing different things. Wrong note. Wrong note. Wrong finger. When the guy did it on the video, he sounded so much better. It's like I'm just hitting just like not very musical. Oh man, terrible. Still at 501 subscribers. Ah, man, so stressful. So worried about falling underneath 500 subscribers. Tried so hard to build up to 500, and I'm like teetering back and forth. We got to get more people watching. How was that for improvising, huh? And we hit like 1 or 2 wrong notes on the whole thing, so wasn't so good. All right, so now what am I supposed to be doing here? So that was the improvising lesson. I'm using a app called GuitarTricks.com. I don't know if anybody does that. Let me know if you use Guitar Tricks. It's a pretty good app. It kind of at least keeps me on track of things to do. Okay, so that was the A major scale. So now I'm supposed to be doing the A minor scale, which is the same pattern, but it's moved down a little bit. And the guy explained it, which try to see if I can explain this. Same pattern. The A minor is the same pattern as the A major, but you move it down 3 frets. The A minor is the same as the C major, which I think that means it's the relative minor of the A minor is the relative minor of the C major, or something like that. I got to brush up on my music theory, but if people know why the A minor pattern is the same as the A major pattern, you move it down 3 frets, and it's actually the C major. Just let me know if you could explain that, why that all makes sense. I think I know why it has something to do with the relative. I don't know. Got to brush up on my music theory. Get some comments here. Pretty good. Hello. Soup. I don't know if that means sup. Can you play Indy and Lincoln Park, please? Yeah. So, is that Mohammed? Hey, where are you from, Mohammed? Love to know. Anyway, so in case Mohammed doesn't know, I'm a beginning guitarist, so I'm actually just learning. That's the whole shtick of my channel is I document my practice routine, and then supposedly I'm hoping you see me improving. And I think I heard from one of my people on the video here that I am improving, which is nice to hear because I really can't ever really tell my improvement, but it's not nice to hear that people are actually seeing that improvement. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, I'm right at 500 subscribers. I want to grow the channel, and I don't want to dip below the 500 because that would be really embarrassing. All right, let me. Getting a lot of good comments here. This at least makes it interesting for me. Other than hearing me back guitar playing. No more word about subscribers than you are about playing, friend. Oh yeah, hey Yakfish. Hey Yak Fishing. They are related because they are the same notes. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. I meant to look it up before the podcast. So does that have to do anything with like the relative minor or something? Isn't there like it's hard to explain. I'm still trying to learn the music theory. I'll look it up if you can't explain it, but on the chat. But that's cool. Yeah, you give me some good comments. Yak fishing. I must say you're definitely very straightforward and honest, which is nice. It's good to get good constructive feedback as long as it's respectful. That's I like that. Yeah, I can't do. I could play some Aussie tune, but I'm not very good. Good comment. Because they are the same notes. Oh, from Morocco. Oh, Mohammed. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to get out to Morocco to I think my son wants to go there. Where was I? Where the guy I was in Paris and the guy was from Morocco, our taxi driver. He was going on and on and on about how great Morocco is. So we want to get out there at some point. So supposedly that the food is incredible. I've been to Turkey like a million times, and the food there is unbelievable. And I love going to Turkey. I've never been to Morocco, but I want to get out there. Well, yeah, I know. Well, right now it's a practice routine, and I got to get better for yak fishing because yak fishing wants to see me get better. Now the yak fishing saw the A minor scale. I'll play. I'll do my best for the yak fishing here. See, now you get me all messed up. Try not to look. Is this exciting content or what? Watching me play do re mi. Yeah, if yak fishing, if you have any other sort of comments, I don't know if when you joined, but I don't know if my fingers are just like too flat as opposed to being up. Just trying to work on that. I know you wrote a comment about when am I going to be taking live and in-person lessons. Well, hopefully Yakfish is still on since I'm talking directly to him. Well, let me know if you're still on Yakfish, and I'll actually respond to your comments the other day about why don't I take lessons or in-person lessons. Yeah. Let me know if you're still on Yakfish. I'll give you a little background on what I'm doing with in person. Wait, no. Okay. All right. Maybe he's not on. Maybe he'll join back. Then I'll tell him the story. All right. Wrong note. Wrong note. Okay. Okay. So I guess this is the A minor. I'm supposed to play it 3 frets up. So it's a 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. Same pattern. Let's see if let's see if I can do this. A little easier to play since it's frets are more narrow. Wish Yakfish was on. I got to tell him about my live in person stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to go to Morocco. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, I want you to improve. All right, cool. So, Yakfish, if you're still on. So, you sent me a comment the other day. Hey, when am I taking live and in person lessons? I think you responded that, I don't get home from work until like 8 and 9 o'clock at night. And then my weekends are like crazy busy. Sorry. The Rockstar glasses. Frank Gamble. Okay. Oh, is I guess I don't know who Frank Gamble is. Sorry, but I don't know if he does live lessons or online lessons. Anyway, so I responded to something on Facebook, and there's a guy locally who plays a guitar, was in a band, and is trying to get like people together to play. Sort of explained to him that I'm a beginner and would be nice to sort of just like hang out with people that are more experienced. And he used to be like kind of what was like an informal teacher, wasn't like a professional teacher, but he says he's pretty good at teaching and he's trying to get a group of people together to sort of just play together. So I'm going to try to go out there next weekend, meet him and the other guys or ladies that he plays with, and then just trying to get better that way. Because I heard that if you play with people that are better than you just kind of, I don't know, I think start playing better or just pick things up, or it's easier when you're actually playing with somebody who knows what they're doing as opposed to looking at a piece of paper and trying to figure things out on your own. But ideally getting a real in-person lessons is probably better. I could still look at that. It's just like I literally have no time. I mean, during the week, and then my weekends are just so busy. So, how often did you do your in-person lessons with Frank Gamble? He's a world-class musician. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, I'll look him up. I'm sorry, I just don't recognize the name. Maybe it's just a genre that I don't listen to, but I'm sure he is world class. I just unfortunately don't recognize his name. Sorry about that. But that's cool. Yeah, if you played with got taught by a world class musician, I'm sure yak fishing is actually pretty good. Would love to see a video of you playing. I always like to see people that actually know what they're doing. So that's awesome. I'll try to. I'll look him up so I know who he is. Honestly, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just don't know who he is. I'm sure he's good if you're saying he's a world class musician. I just don't recognize his name. That's wrong. Yeah, they are the same notes. So this is the A. It sounds the same as the A major, to be honest with you. Don't they? Don't sound any different to me. Maybe it's the guitarist. How exciting is that? Maybe someday I could actually play. I don't know what's going on. Let's see what kind of comments I got here. What are you doing, bud? Can you play What You're Doing by Rush? I mean, I'm a big Rush fan. What album was that off of? It's not just the intro. What album was what you're doing on? At a certain point, I listened to all this sort of Rush stuff up to a certain point that I kind of stopped listening to them. So I went to see the Power Windows tour, the Hold Your Fire tour, a few others, but like the newer stuff, I didn't really go see them when they were touring. I saw them mostly in the 80s and 90s. First album, yeah. Um, I'd love to be able to play Working Man. What's the song that they played at the award ceremony like a week or two ago? Um was it Finding My Way? I don't know. Yeah, I do like the old stuff too. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to see them. They're coming to Madison Square Garden in New York in June. Yeah, I think it is June or July. Might be June. Yeah, I think I'm getting tickets through work for that. Yes, I can't wait to see Rush. So, seeing them at Madison Square Garden, it's not a very big arena, so it's going to be really awesome to see them. Have you heard of? Hold on, man. When you get old like me, Yak Fish, you put on your glasses to read. Have you heard of Chick Corea? Yeah, I have. I've heard of his name. Hopefully, he's a guy. Yes, I really couldn't tell you what kind of music it is, but I like classic rock and Rush and the Black Crowes, the Rolling Stones, that sort of thing. So I went to see Joe Bonamassa a few weeks ago, and Kingfish, whatever his name was. That was a lot of fun. Uh, I'm older than you. Frank was just guitar player. Chick Corea. Okay. Well, how old are you? Yak fishing. I don't know if you're older than me. Maybe you are. All right, I got to look. I heard of Chick Corea. The other guy I never heard of, but I will look. I will look up that music right after this webcast, this live stream ends. So that's awesome. Let me know how old you are, Yak Fishing. I thought you were. For some reason, I thought you were a lot younger than me. I thought you were some young kid, just whatnot. But be interesting to know. Let me do my A minor scale, and also let me know how long you've been playing too. That's awesome. If I knew that too, I wish there was a way to do like join the video or like Zoom. I gotta see if there's like free if Zoom has like a free option. Maybe set up a Zoom call if people wanted to play together. It might be or a little bit more interactive than talking to a blank screen. Well, Yak, the good thing is I'm actually hitting the right strings. Before I was like struggling with not even knowing where this hand was and what this hand was doing. So in that respect, I improved a little bit. So kind of happy about that, even though I could only play little do re mi's. Okay. All right. For those that are still watching, now I'm supposed to be doing like improvising around the notes that I was just playing. So I'm supposed to hit like different notes, different patterns, different sort of strums, sticking on one note, moving. But then I get all sort of twisted up in my shorts trying to like think about what I want to do, and then hitting the notes I'm supposed to be hitting. So let me just try something simple. Wrong note. Wrong note. Wrong note. Certainly no Ace Frehley, baby. Oh man, that doesn't even like sound good. I don't know. Ooh, big note here. Let's see what we got. I'm old and I've been playing since 81. I know a ton of folks in this business. I retired. Okay, I collecting gear. That's awesome. Where are you from? Yak fishing. You sound like somebody I should get to know better. If you, you sound like you really know what you're doing. That's why I give you the instruction. I know what works. Yeah, no, seriously. No, I like getting, I love getting comments from people, and I know the comments that you write are trying to be constructive. So yeah, I don't take them the wrong way. So trust me, I actually enjoy constructive feedback. So it's always, yeah, if you see anything or any sort of commentary, feel free to, drop a comment or, yeah, I wish, I don't know, I wish there was a way to like more directly interact with people, like where you could actually see people on video, like kind of like a video call, because this, I bet that would be pretty cool if just have a little bit more interaction. That's why I'm looking forward to next weekend, meeting up with this guy and a couple of others, where I think just like being around people that know what they're doing, I suppose they, in addition to sort of practicing like I'm doing, and then just sort of being around people that know what they're doing, I think I'd be able to learn pretty, or at least a lot faster. And the whole, like I said, with the in-person instruction, I'll look at that. It's just, I don't know. It's like I just don't know if I'll have time on the weekends. But if I'm serious, I guess I'll make the time. Is I guess what I should be considering. So Metro, yeah, I know. Okay, good. Just don't want to come across as an ass. Just trying to save you a ton of time. Yeah, no. I mean, seriously, I'm always open to constructive feedback so long as it's respectful. I don't like to some people sometimes put comments like that are just rude and not productive. Like I'm not the type of person that would ever type something mean on somebody's video. Not only do I have better things to do, I just don't think that's helpful to anyone. There's no reason to be mean to people. If you don't have something productive to say or helpful, don't say it, or just at least not be mean to people. So that's my philosophy. But yeah, constructive feedback is always welcome. Or if you have any other, I live in Connecticut, so if you know anybody good in Connecticut, I live in kind of the western part of Connecticut. Not to get too specific, but if Connecticut and New York share a border, if I get my car, I could be across the New York border in 10 minutes. So I'm very close to the Connecticut New York border, somewhere in Western Connecticut. And I guess that's about as specific as I'll get. They call it the Gold Coast, if you wanted to know. So a lot of movie stars live around here, and people with too much money. Keith Richards actually lives in the town next to me. So still waiting to bump into old Keith at a supermarket, or I drive on the way to work. I drive by Keith Richards' house every day. Not every day. I could take two routes to work, but a lot of times I'll take the Keith Richards route, and hopefully, always hoping to catch Keith at the end of his driveway getting the paper in the morning, but never see Keith Richards in his bathrobe picking up the paper. So, but maybe someday I will see him. But yeah, I know you actually can't see his house from the road. There, he has like a huge long driveway. If you do a search on Google, you could actually see kind of like the layout. His house is sort of blanked out on Google Maps. You could actually see it's like a really long driveway, and he is buying. He lives next to a it's like a state park or a nature preserve, and supposedly he keeps buying more acreage of the park from the town to kind of increase his land or the buffer zone. The houses are really far apart. Sounded like he's buying land because there's really nothing around him. But anyway, that's what I heard. He keeps just keep buying parts of the public park to give him more space. But yeah, my goal is in life every day on the way to work is to see Keith Richards getting the mail out of the mailbox, and it hasn't happened after all these years. But whatever. Meatloaf used to live in my town too. God rest his soul. But yeah, Meatloaf used to live yeah, like 5 minutes down the road. So interesting. Who else used to live here? Either Daryl Hall or John Oates. One of the two. I think Hall. Hall. One of the two lived in town. I don't think they live here anymore. Who else lives in? Anthony Edwards, the guy from ER, lives in town. I see him occasionally in the supermarket. Still haven't seen Keith though. Would die if I saw Keith like in the supermarket or something. So Yak, if you're still on, if you have any suggestions for teachers in Connecticut, that would be much appreciated. All right, time is something you're gonna down junkie. Keith is fun. Yeah, I love Keith Richards. So yeah, still want to meet the guy. Our friend who lives down the street met him at in Westport. No, it's like a country club. It's called Longshore Club. It's kind of like a golf course country club type place, and she was working there, was there for something, and Keith was there. So it's not like the next town over in Westport, I think. And also in Connecticut. Well, like right now, you could be from the formal instructor learning find something. Down south. Okay. Yeah, I know. I think I just need to make the time. I make time for a lot of other things. Make time for work, for the fam. Um, go to the gym. I guess I could make time for an in-person instructor too. So just gotta do it. But I'll see how this goes next week with this guy. He supposedly is like a teacher too. So, but I agree with you. I shouldn't. It would be a pity to like waste like years like just doing do re mi when I could be making real improvements. It's just yeah, no, I just say I went once a week. I mean, literally, like, how much could I learn in an hour? I mean, yeah, being one on one is actually good, but from like 1 week to the next, I don't know if I'd be just doing this in between. I just don't know. I'm sure it's better to be in person with somebody for an hour, but it would be nice. Don't have folks in your area, bro. Okay. Yeah. Where are you from, Yak? What part of the country? I travel a lot for work. Maybe I'll be in your area soon. Let me know in the comment section below. I know you already subscribed, Yak, so I want to ask you to subscribe. All right, I have to start trying to do something different. Let me try another improv thing. Well, I like these comments. Yak has got the fingers going. Keep in mind the jam session is a replace yeah, I know. What do you think about my comment of, what am I really going to learn in an hour a week with someone, or what would you recommend? Down south, Junction Bro. Okay. Well, the South is a big area. I go down south a lot. I'm in Florida a lot, North Carolina, South Carolina. Where down south are you? You can always give me the state. I don't need to know exactly. Yeah. Hey, Nick. How's it going? Yeah, I don't know. I guess people that take lessons, is it an hour a week, and is that like a big game changer? Maybe it is. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. I just need to find the right instructor. On Facebook, I get a lot of ads from some local guy that lives pretty close, a couple towns over. I don't know anything about him, but he advertised a lot on Facebook. That really doesn't mean anything, to be honest. Um, and then, as much as I'd hate to say this, I know at Guitar Center they have people that give lessons. I just don't know how good those are. Does anybody online have any experience with Guitar Center people? Guitar Center um, instructors. I don't know if I'm hitting the right notes. I think I was. All right, that was wonderful. Hold on. Sorry. Sometimes I could see it. I can't. Yeah, it's right. Yeah. Nick the bassist. Yes, I remember you. Awesome. I just wanted Pink Panther. Oh, cool. The Pink Panthers theme song. That's awesome. My instructor had us writing 3 months before you went last class. If you couldn't write, can't play it. This is therapy. What do you mean, like writing music? Um, I try to watch a video on how to actually write the notes, and it seemed like it was a lot to learn for this point. Something I'd love to do. I just didn't know if it was worth the time trying to. And one-on-one also keeps you accountable as well. Yeah. See, but my thing is, I don't lack motivation. It's, I am willing to learn. So it's not an accountability where it's like I'm sitting here, like goofing off. I think I'm doing what these online lessons are telling me to do, other than, obviously spending an hour on a live stream. But yeah, I don't know if it's an accountability thing, or maybe that's not what you mean. I think sort of going to someone and having to sort of show what you've learned over the previous week. I think that's what you're trying to say, which might be interesting. Yeah, maybe I could find somebody that does like late night lessons after work, and I'll just try to leave work at like 6 or 7, get to the lesson. Maybe I could find somebody locally by work, and then just get home really late that night, as opposed to chewing up the weekend. Writing out note location, sales cards, that's very much want to do great things. So, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not looking for a drill sergeant, but yeah, somebody who takes it seriously and gives me some structure. Because again, with this Guitar Tricks app, it seems structured, but without the direct interaction. Yeah, I can understand if you're actually sort of writing. I find that I do learn things better when I write things out, even at work. Like a lot of people like take notes, like typing. I find I retain things much easier if I actually write write out my notes. I just connect with things better as opposed to typing things. But I'm a bit old school there. I actually have a notebook at work where if I'm in a meeting, I actually take notes. IGGC. Oh, gotta go. Okay, I'm not up on this line. Okay, see you later, Nick. I want to hear the Pink Panther theme song next time. All right. Do you know how to play the? Is that Ace of Spades? No, I don't know that one either. All right. I have other lessons too. How long have I been on? 60, 66. Need the glasses again. So yeah, you've been playing since 1981. So that's a long time. Obviously, a lot longer than I've been playing. What's that? Wow, 40 years, 45 years. Okay, cool. I'm sure you're actually pretty good. I'd love to see you play. If you have a channel, I'd love to see some videos. This is how you do right now. It's already notes and location. I call A sharp. You should be able to. Yeah, I know. I know this is. See, you're killing me. That's A sharp. I couldn't tell you where the other A sharp is. This is A sharp. Hopefully I got these right. I'm making a fool of myself. I think that's A sharp. That's A sharp. Let me see if I can find another A sharp. Yeah, see, if you think I should be doing this at this point, obviously I'm failing miserably. A sharp. I guess this is an A sharp. I think, yeah. Now I couldn't tell unless I counted the strings. I couldn't tell you where the next A sharp is on the next string. A sharp. Oops. Yeah, obviously, yeah, I can't be sitting here counting strings. So, yeah, I obviously haven't memorized the fretboard. Although if I swung my camera around, I do have the fretboard diagram here, and I think I memorized the strings on the first two strings, or the notes on the first two strings. Although sometimes I really have to think about things like I know it's A and B, B and C. So I do know generally the first two strings, all the other strings, and the bottom string, obviously. The other strings, yeah, I really struggle with. Although I was watching a video where it's C, D, F, G. I think that was C, D, F, G, C, D, F, G, I think. Okay, well, I got to work on that too, obviously. Okay, hit the sharp sixth string, drop your third. Okay, A sharp on the sixth string. So this is A sharp. Hit, drop your third finger down, your position on seventh on there. This? Am I the right one? Oh. Have it right? Oh, yes. Yeah, cool. So those two A sharps? Okay. It's that easy, huh? Imagine playing a song and I'm like counting strings. See, not to me those sound completely different. Ugh. Am I on the right fret? Yeah. Also not. Eighth fret. Ah, you're killing me, Yak. See? See, I already had that ingrained in my brain, and now I'm playing the wrong strings. I knew that sounded a little off, so maybe I do kind of know what I'm doing. Is that it? Ring finger. Am I doing that one right? It's just you and me, Yak, left. I guess people aren't interested in the one-on-one lessons. Only one person left. Sounds the same. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah, I knew. Again, I don't have the best ears, but yeah, when I was doing it before, it sounded kind of just wrong. Yeah, that is. See, now they do sound. Yeah, they do sound the same or similar. So is that the I thought I read if you go down one over two, it's the same. Does it work that way across the whole neck until you get to the fifth string or the second string, however you want to call it? Yeah, there's all these little tricks to kind of know where the notes are. I just got to spend more time. There's like so much to learn. I want to learn how to actually play too. I mean, I think I would play better if I also understood what I was doing too. Like that's cool. But now, is this the same note? Doesn't sound like it. Just okay. Yeah, yeah, I did. Thank you. See, now I'm on the fourth and the sixth. Same position. Is this the same note? Doesn't sound the same. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that kind of works the same all the way. Hey, Purple Socks. Awesome. 30 minutes now. Just watching and listening. Eric keeps all the life this year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I read Life. So I actually read it twice. Yeah, it's a great book. So yeah, I have a it's in the other room, so I gotta dig it up and maybe read it again. I haven't read it in a while, so it's yeah, it's a good I read Joe Perry's autobiography too, which was actually really good. I'm starting to read the Mike Campbell from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Reading that one. I read all the Kiss autobiographies, the Israeli one. Um, I read other stuff too, not just music stuff. Read a lot of history, like early American history mainly. But I do like the occasional trashy, Joe Perry autobiography. I think Jimi Hendrix third something. That's good. Look, I don't know. Smooth. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was kind of a weird weird thing where he's snorting it. What was his father's name? Earl? He had like a strange kind of a typical English name. What was his father's name? Earl or uh maybe somebody knows. I can't remember. But yeah, that was a little weird. Yeah, the Joe Perry book was actually good. Didn't realize he's Portuguese, and then Steven Tyler is Italian. So, which is cool. Steven Tyler's real name is Tal. Tal. I don't remember it. Anyway, he's Italian. He kind of looks Italian. I thought Joe Perry was Italian too, but he's mainly I think Portuguese and Italian. Then my son goes to school in Boston, and then Aerosmith rented an apartment on Commonwealth Avenue, which is kind of near where my son lives in school. So next time I'm up there visiting, I want to go see. They put the address of where their apartment was when they first started out. So I want to take a ride up and see their old apartment, which would be pretty cool to at least see the outside of it. All right, let me see. I'm getting some good comments here. Hopefully, people are subscribing. I know I shouldn't be worried about the subscribers yet, but since we're on the YouTube, it's all about the subscriber. My team built Aerosmith Punk album tour state. Oh wow, that's awesome. So Joey Kramer's son, such a cool dude. Oh wow. Yeah, I get a lot of good comments. So yeah, you were in the sort of like the tour side of things too, in terms of production, in addition to being a player. Smith Punk on tour stage. That's awesome. Let's see, who did I meet? Um, Natalie Merchant from yeah. So I was in college, and Natalie Merchant and her band played in school, and then she went to some like antique store. And I helped Natalie Merchant put this big like chest of drawers into her van. So that was my brush with fame. I helped Natalie Merchant put a piece of furniture into her van when I was in college. So got to say hello to Natalie Merchant as I broke my back helping her put this piece of furniture in her van. So that was exciting. Can't hear you. Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't know what happened. Hopefully, you're able to hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. Ooh, hey, Yak, I picked up another subscriber. I know I should have mentioned that. I kind of like subscribe. Okay, now you can hear me. Man, my eyes are like going. Okay, I'll make sure I stand behind the mic. So good, good comments there. All right. I can't remember if I posted a video yet. I tried to learn tumbling dice. It's a little rough. I don't know if that video is sort of posted yet, but I tried to learn that the other day. I was going to try to practice that a little bit, but I might have to look it up again as I can't remember kind of where my fingers when I think it was the cape of the fourth fret. I could probably figure it out if I got my other guitar. But I've been working on Tumbling Dice by the Stones. Also, Twice as Hard. I've been trying that one too. A lot of different things. You're taking. Hold on. Okay. Oh, is this a directional mic? Oh, maybe I'll put it here so I can lean in and actually see. You're using a directional mic. Yeah, I got this free from Amazon because I don't know. I haven't told you the story, but somehow I became an Amazon reviewer for Amazon. So they send me free stuff all the time. So I got this mic for free. I got a bunch of stuff over here that you can't see. I got a guitar for free from Amazon. A lot of free junk from Amazon. The Amazon that I get, like most of it is junk, but occasionally they sell me good stuff. It's OpenG. Yeah. I have my one of my guitars there is an OpenG, so I have that one tuned correctly. I sound just like Keith, so maybe not, but it's yeah, it's fun. I actually like how OpenG sounds. It sounds like just like really full, like a real guitar, in my opinion. It should sound. It's just even when I'm playing like Twice as Hard, it just sounds so much better. I don't think you got that. Gibson on Amazon though. No, no, I didn't get this. Is first of all, it's not a real Gibson. It is a it is not a Gibson, but it's a Les Paul style. Now I actually bought this one. I got a free acoustic from Amazon, so which is some I think it's like a Chinese company. I got a nice amp modeler for free from Amazon. What else did I get? A lot of little monitor speaker. Uh, they're sending me a wireless monitor system that you would wear on stage if you're performing, which I'm never going to use. So I'm going to try to sell that. I sell some stuff that I don't need. They send me because I work out a lot. They send me a lot of like weight training equipment. So, but I can only use so much, so many barbells and dumbbells. So I end up selling that too. So if you're in the market for dumbbells, barbells, look me up on Facebook because I end up selling a lot of stuff that I don't need. I don't sell the music stuff, although they send me a ton of like guitar racks and stuff, guitar holders. I have like 8 of them, so I'm trying to sell those, but nobody really wants them. Eventually, I'll start like donating them because I'm not enough room here. Still sweet though, really nice car on it. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, I'm gonna try. I know Yak is probably not gonna like this one, but yeah, I'd love to buy like a real Gibson. I know they're expensive. I know I probably won't play any better on a real Gibson as opposed to my, you know, off-brand or fake one. But I don't know. I always wanted like a real Gibson. Although I'd love to hear what Yak has to say about that. Would probably recommend against it and put the money towards lessons. Dandy Warhols. Oh yeah, I love the Dandy Warhols, man. Oh, that's awesome. I like to see, love to see some videos. Purple Socks too. That's true. Yeah. No, I know. Like the guitar. Like I always play this one. I have a couple of again cheap ones, cheap guitars, but I always pick this one up just because I like it. So the question is, why should I spend several $1,000s on a new guitar when I actually like playing this one, play this one all the time? But I don't know. I'm not getting any younger, so might as well get what I want. It's probably not the best philosophy. Okay. Um, and I don't want to embarrass myself and try to practice tumbling dice, but playing do re mi is also not very entertaining for people. And I think I don't know how much more I could learn by doing do re mi. See, I still can't do it. At least I'm hitting the right strings, so that's an improvement for me. I was like a disaster before. All right, Yak's coming in hot. Use the Gibson. Yeah, I do have a like a knockoff Telly, a Harley Benton. I actually like playing that one too. I find this one is actually easier to play because this neck, it's probably hard to see, but it's not like crazy thick, but it's thicker than the Telly that I have. So although I measured it, I think this is more like a 50s neck. When I measured this, when I had the strings off and I kind of look at specs online, this seems like it's more of a like a 50s thickness neck as opposed to a 60s. So I don't know, it just feels better to me, whereas my Telly just seems very very flat. um Kind of hard to describe, but and I just like how this one feels. But again, since I'm relatively new, maybe that I just don't know what I like, to be honest. So, which is the other reason why I'm not sure if I should spend money on like a real guitar, because people say you don't really know what you like and what you want until you actually kind of know know how to play. Um, which is kind of interesting. Is when I first started playing golf, I thought I wanted a particular type of golf club and a particular brand. But then after a while, like looking back, I'm glad I didn't buy that particular brand of golf clubs because they weren't right for me. The ones I ended up getting were the right ones, which were not the ones I originally thought I should get. So long way of saying, yeah, I'd love to buy a real Gibson, but it's expensive and not sure if it would be the right one for me. But hey, I guess there's worse things I could be spending my money on. So I feed my kids and pay my bills. So if I have extra money, I suppose there's worse things to be spending money on than a real Gibson. That was bad. All right, sorry. I'll start playing again. What's a real comment? Yeah, that's yeah, certain even all right, let me give you a little personal story here. So that guitar, hopefully you can hear me. The acoustic. So that's my brother's guitar. He got it. Let me see when he bought it. He was probably in grammar school when he got that. So when did he graduate? Maybe in the 70s. He bought that guitar. Maybe like late 70s, 78, 79. No later than like 1980. So yeah, I'm thinking by 76, 77, 78. So that's his. So that's quite an old guitar. So I'm not very good playing acoustic. So, but I play that occasionally too, even though it's really hard to play it. So yeah, I know. Actually, I got this guitar set up by a luthier in town who actually has a really good reputation. I found him online, and he lives in the next town or two over, and he sets up guitar. He's actually a guitar builder. He builds guitars for like famous people, and he has all these like famous clients. So he set this one up. Maybe that's why I like playing it so much because it's actually set up the right way. But yeah, so maybe that's why I like this one. But yeah, he set up this guitar for me when I first got it. So I think that might be what the difference is. Why I like playing this one as opposed to the Telly and all the other ones. What brand is the acoustic? It's a cheap one because growing up we were dirt poor. We had absolutely no money. So let me look. Let me look what the brand is. The brand is called Arrow. I'm sure it's I'll look it up. I'm sure it's a really cheap one because like I said, we had no money for instruments when we were young. So I don't even know where he got it. I think my parents bought it because he probably used his money from his paper route to buy it somewhere. It's interesting. It just sort of I think he bought it on his own. Yeah, I don't think my parents paid for it. We didn't have any money to buy guitars. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, with my kids, I mean, none of them are musical. My older daughter played played the cello when she was in like middle school, so we did the rent a cello thing. But I'm trying to get my son to like try to learn with me playing guitar. The only issue is I think he's left-handed, although he does some stuff right-handed, and he thinks he plays guitar right-handed, even though he plays sports left-handed, which is kind of like me. I'm left-handed, but I play instruments right-handed and play golf right-handed. So he's also left-handed, but seems to play but he plays sports left-handed, but he thinks he plays instruments right-handed. So anyway, well, I guess we're all kind of a little screwed up. But yeah, I'm trying to get him to learn. He's 21, so I'm 55. So if he learns at 21 when he's 55, maybe he could actually play as opposed to me when I started like not too long ago. Wasting a lot of time. Yeah, same thing with me. I'm left-handed, but I play sports right-handed. Whereas my older brother, he was all left-handed. He wrote left-handed, and he played sports left-handed. I write left-handed, play sports right-handed. My younger brother does everything right-handed, writes right-handed, and plays sports right-handed. So we have every sort of combination. And then my family, everyone is left-handed. Except my older daughter, who is all right-handed. So yeah, everyone else writes left-handed except my oldest daughter, who writes right-handed. Everyone plays sports left-handed except me and my older daughter, who plays sports right-handed. If you keep track of that, in case anybody really even cares. Too much information on the live stream. So yeah, okay. All right. Let me see what else I could do. I mean, I have like a ton of lessons I'm supposed to be doing as opposed to talking. I kind of like the interaction. It's making the night go by. I think one daughter is home. My wife is out seeing some ABBA cover bands or ABBA tribute band. So that's why I could actually crank up the amp and not have anybody yelling at me. So, oh, that was bad. All right. Let me see what else I could do. I was also having trouble changing from A to G. So I can play. Oh my God. I can't. I have trouble moving my fingers fast. Oh man. See, I gotta get better than that. I mean, I'm just so slow. Man. Sometimes I forget people are actually watching. Not that it really bothers me. I'm wondering what people think. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Whatever. Yeah, I'll serenade her with ABBA when she comes home. I'll learn a Dancing Queen or something. Yeah. I actually wanted to go to the ABBA show, but none of the guys were going, so we all stayed home, and I figured I'd do a live stream while she's out. So, yeah, we're going to see the Black Crowes in June, Rush in June. The Ace Frehley band is playing in New Jersey in June, I think, as well. So we're going to try to drive down to New Jersey and see them. I saw Ace last year when he came to Connecticut. So I'm also in New Jersey. So his band is still touring and playing his songs. So going to go see them, which would be cool. And then I heard there's another Kiss convention coming up in Vegas in, I think, November. So I'm going to try to get out there if I can. I'm going to see the Foo Fighters in May, I think. I don't know when the Foos are coming, but they're coming to Connecticut. It's like a one-off show. So I'm gonna go see the Foo Fighters, which is cool. We have going through work. Got tickets through work, so we're gonna have like good seats, like a box and stuff. And even for Rush, I'm gonna be in a box for that. Even though I'd much rather be kind of with all the folks down on the floor. Being in a box should be pretty good too, even though you're kind of far away from the stage, which I don't like, but it's easy to get in and easy to get out. And there's free food. free booze. So it's nice. But I'd rather actually be in in with the general pop. 2 months ago. Oh, I love that. I love swinging. Oh, I saw a Tom Petty cover band. They were awesome, and they played swinging. That's such a good song. Yeah, Purple Socks. I gotta see a video of you. Yeah, yeah. I don't like getting pushed around. Yeah, I'm not a mosh pit guy either. So I'd rather be up in the box and kind of seeing people. I think we're going to see Olivia Rodriguez. Yeah, I think that's her name, Rod or whatever. My daughter wants to see her, so we're getting. I think she's coming to MetLife or MSG. We're going to see Harry Styles also. She likes Harry Styles, so we're going to do that one. And MSG, again, I get tickets through work, so that's another one in the box. But I'm not a big Harry Styles fan. I'd rather be in the box there. We saw Sabrina Carpenter. Well, my daughter, I'm not a big Sabrina Carpenter fan, but saw her. MSG again, same box setup. That was fun. Although I couldn't tell you a single song that Sabrina Carpenter played that night, but it was nice to go see somebody who actually performs and knows what they're doing. I think. Yeah, I'll definitely look into swinging. I mean, I love that song, so it's a cool song. Oh, yeah. One second. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure something out here. Hold on. Oops. Sorry. All right, awesome. We'll see you Kush streams. Just trying to start on my computer here for 1 second. Yeah, I'll do that later. Okay. Been on for 99 minutes. Might go for 100 minutes, and then we might call it quits. Hopefully, people found this productive. I think I should be doing less live streams and more practicing. But if Yak is still on, I'm definitely going to take the live lessons under advisement. And then if you're still on, drop me a note on your your music background. That's awesome. I didn't realize you were such a long time player with a lot of connections in the industry. That's awesome. Okay, 100 minutes. Okay, let me. I'll do one more do re mi for people around the world, and then I'll call it a night. Oops. See. All right, I'm falling apart. What's going on? All right, I got that. Let me see any other comments. All right, who's ever the two folks left? If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button before we end the live stream. All right, a couple new subscribers, which is nice. Okay, so for those that are still left, appreciate the time for sticking in. I don't know if you just joined or if you've been here for a while, but we did 101 minutes. I'll try to announce when the next live stream is. In the meantime, I'll keep posting content on my musical progress with my lessons. Hopefully, if you see any comments or anything and have a oh wow, you have a Gibson SG purple socks. That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta get a real Gibson. I just got to do it. I'm not an SG fan to be honest. I just don't. I think they feel good. I just don't like the way they look for some reason. But hey, if it's good enough for Angus, it's and Tony, I guess it's good enough for me. But I'm more of a Les Paul style guy instead of the SG. But that's cool. Yeah, I'll look into the Les Pauls though. I'll even though that they're expensive. Okay, so why don't we call it quits now? 9:44, late night. Got to get up early tomorrow. But bunch of stuff to do. Got to go out running. Get my cardio in. I understand. Got to deal with. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. With the old neck dive. Okay, I'll try to do another live stream at some point in the meantime. Thanks for dialing in. Hope to see people soon. Keep an eye out on the videos. Hit the subscribe button. Tell all your friends. Let's get this channel up to at least 1,000 subscribers. So, all right. See you, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining. See ya.